well-meaning biopic and a misguided comedy are on area screens this week. Here to review Joe Bell and Space Jam: The New Legacy is film critic Chuck Koplinski. Hello, Chuck.
How are you?
I am fabulous. How are you doing?
Oh, well, I'm great. I'm here with you.
Well, let's talk about Joe Bell.
Let's talk about, have you heard about this one at all?
I haven't. Is it a smaller release film?
It is definitely a smaller release film, and it was something that was supposed to be out last year. It hit the film festivals and did pretty well before, of course, COVID hit. And it's now coming to theaters. And it stars Mark Wahlberg in the title role. And this guy, I had never heard of him. But Joe Bell, his son, who you see there in the poster, is the victim of bullying. And Joe Bell, because of this, undertook a cross-country walk in order to raise awareness on bullying, and that's what the film deals with. But it also deals with flashbacks in which we see the abuse that his son takes and the reason for why Joe sets out on this journey. Wahlberg does a really good job here, and Connie Britton from Friday Night Lights is his long-suffering wife. There's a young man named Reed Miller. I want you to remember that name. He plays Jaden, his son, who is the victim of all this abuse, and this kid does a fabulous job. There's no question that the sentiment of this film is right where it needs to be. It does a great job of raising awareness about this issue. The problem I have with the movie, though, is with Joe himself. The character just doesn't seem to be written the way it should be, and we're not quite sure what his intent is really along the way. He says that he's doing one thing, but we know that really he is doing something else. And there's a big surprise about halfway through that I am not going to reveal. I felt as though this one could have been a bit better, but by the end, I was moved by this movie. Only 90 minutes, which is always a plus as well.
How does it compare to like other father-son journey adventure movies?
It does a pretty good job with that. I tell you, the one thing I really wanted was the feel of the film isn't quite what I wanted it to be. If you saw Nomadland from last year, it has more of a documentary type feel. It has more of a lived-in feel to it. And I wish Joe Bell had had that type of aesthetic, and I think it would have been a bit more effective. But as far as the father-son relationship, I'm sure this one's going to be mentioned on Father's Days from here on out.
Is this an original movie or original screenplay, or is this based on a true story?
Based on a true story, and then they wrote the screenplay from that.
Okay, very nice. All right, next up, I've got a lot of questions about Space Jam.
Well, I'll see if I have any answers.
How'd you feel about it, and is it just another case of like, why are we recreating movies from the past?
Here's why this happened, okay? AT&T took over Warner Brothers about 4 years ago, and all AT&T is concerned about is making money. That's all they care about. So Space Jam, its whole purpose is to remind you of all of the past films and characters that Warner Brothers owns so that you'll go out and watch their movies and buy their t-shirts and all that stuff. This is nothing but a 2-hour commercial in which LeBron James plays LeBron James, and he has to go into a computer to rescue his son, who has been digitized and held hostage by an algorithm. And guess what the algorithm's name is?
What?
Algorithm, played by Don Cheadle, who must have gotten a big check to do this movie. He's upset because LeBron doesn't want to be in movies that he is creating, so he kidnaps his son. And, of course, LeBron recruits the Looney Tunes to be on his basketball team. And here's where it gets interesting. When you watch the basketball game, pay attention to the crowd. The crowd is populated by characters from other Warner Brothers movies. You'll see Batman, you'll see the Joker, you'll see Wonder Woman, you'll see King Kong, you'll see the Iron Giant. You can go on and on and on. And this is just a commercial to remind you of Warner Brothers heritage and to go out and spend more money on Warner Brothers. Here's how bad it was. My 16-year-old son, who was looking forward to it, he even said it was bad.
Okay, so maybe
not
worth your time.
Not at all.
Well, we do have the chance to win some preview codes for Vivo. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, Vivo is a film coming on Netflix. It has songs by Lin-Manuel Miranda. Go to our Facebook page, Real Talk with Chuck and Pam, and you will see how to enter to get one of those codes. And the other big release this week is M. Night Shyamalan's thriller, Old. Check out Friday on the morning show. Pam and I will be reviewing it then.
I saw on Instagram an influencer I follow was at the world premiere of that movie. The poster looked really cool. I'm interested in that one.
Yeah. That's a beach you don't want to be on.
Oh, wow. Okay, we'll tune in Friday morning for that. And in the meantime, you can head to Chuck and Pam's Facebook page, website, and sign up for their newsletter. All you have to do is head to CILiving.tv, where we've got you linked to all of that.